Well, I got one
She
last thing to say. Um, welcome back, Tracy. Ah. Oh, come on. You should have saw that coming. But you didn't.
he stayed with her and married her.
No, I figured this could. There's gonna be more. Okay.
It gets a little deeper.
Right.
While I'm writing this update, it's the day after I talked to my kids. So last night around 5:30, my fiance left for work. She works nights most days of the week, so I was able to call my son and ask if he could come over so I can talk to him and his sister. He goes to our local college and lives in an apartment near his school. When he started college, he wanted to move out, but also wanted to stay close to us, so he settled on an apartment a few blocks away from the college. He came over and I called him and his sister into the living room to talk with the both of them. When they were both seated, I told them point blank that I didn't think the wedding was happening anymore, and that the comment she made was unacceptable. I then, by the advice of the comments, apologized to them. I told them I was sorry for not saying anything for so long and letting the tension thicken in our home. I told my daughter that I understood why she hasn't spoken to me and that I was sorry for allowing her to think I was even remotely okay with what she said. I felt pretty spineless after we had gotten back from the dinner that night, so I wanted to do everything in my power to make it right to the kids during the conversation. My daughter told me that she felt disgusted at the comment Amanda made, and even more so when I didn't defend her mother. She then told me that the past 2 years that she's known Amanda, she felt like she's been gradually trying to push her and Sam away from me. One of the examples Liz gave me was when my son moved out. He moved out when he was about to start his sophomore year of college, and when he mentioned the idea of moving out, Amanda was the one who took that and ran with it. According to Liz, Amanda was the one encouraging Sam the most to move out. To be clear, I was never against Sam moving out, but I was clear to him that he was welcome to live at home for his college years, and even after until he found where he wanted to be. I asked Sam if he felt pushed out by Amanda, and if that's why he moved out. He said he hadn't felt pushed out before he told everyone he wanted to move, but after he put it out there, my fiance kept pushing for him to move out. Liz cut in and said that every time she brings up college, Amanda keeps encouraging her to go out of state. Liz doesn't plan on going out of state, and she's been open about wanting to go to the college Sam is attending right now. Liz said she feels like Amanda is waiting till she graduates high school and goes to college so she can move out. A lot of the comments were right about the subtle comments, eventually turning into Amanda wanting my kids pushed away from me. Liz said that she was scared that by the time I eventually noticed the way Amanda was acting, too big of a wedge would have already been driven between me and them. I told my kids that I'm sorry it's taken me this long to notice, and that I was also sorry they've been walking on eggshells for so long. I hugged them and told them that no matter what, they're my top priority, not Amanda or anybody else. A lot of the comments pointed out that even though my son is grown, he still needs his father, and I made sure to let my son know that I will always be there for him and his sister, even when they are well grown. The entire conversation lasted 2 hours. We covered a lot of the bases we wanted to, and it got emotional on all sides. In short, Amanda and I are done. I've made it a point to tell my kids that none of this situation is their fault, and that Amanda is the grown woman who said what she said. My kids and I are okay now, but they aren't 100% okay with me and probably won't be for a while. I'm completely fine with that, and I just want my kids to be comfortable at their own home. Amanda is tomorrow off from work, so I plan on talking to her tomorrow. I also plan on calling my mother to ask her why she thought it was okay to even bring up Kayla at the dinner. I don't want my daughter here when it all goes down, so she's staying tonight and tomorrow night with Sam. So that's where I'm at now. Not super happy about the outcome of me and Amanda, but would rather my kids be happy and healthy than for me to have a wife. Again, thank you everyone for the advice and the harsh words.
Um, I'm gonna bring up these two things. It's still not good, but if I'm being charitable, maybe that was a case of disconnect brain mouth, but nah. And Mickey did come back and says, I'm sure we've all said something stunningly stupid that we wish we have it. And if I'm being charitable, I agree with both of them. We have literally said something that came out of our mouth that we normally would not say and just go, why the hell did I just say that? That doesn't even, that's so. So we have literally said things that we wish we've never said at the worst times possible. But they're having done that does not disengage from consequence.
I wish you'd
Unfor-
talk to his kids a little earlier, a little faster. If they were uncomfortable all this time, you didn't
yeah,
pick up on them.
I'm having an issue with you. You're spending a lot. Your former fiance, I guess now. If your former fiance is spending enough time to spin that web than you are in finding out what's going on, there's an issue. And apparently, she's been spending enough time with her to spin a web. And I'm sorry, I'm human. So these stories that I read just goes over my head. I never understood the concept of wanting somebody all to myself. Like that just never made
Mhm.
any sense to me ever. Man, woman, child, whatever. It just I cannot phantom that I'm willing to break up a family simply because I want somebody exclusively for me and me only.